Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we're going to continue and hopefully finish the quest here at the Angle. All right, so we have two that I know of. We have this one to find the Dunlendings cave and to meet up with Prestadir outside the ruins of Etheldir, which is north of Tornhad. So I guess we're going to do this one first because it's right near, well, supposedly right near Tornhad. Where are we going? Where are we? Okay, where am I? Right here. Oh, okay, so one of those quests is way, way over here near the beginning, and then the other one is right near us. All right. All right, so let's get on a horse. Because I don't know exactly where we're going, and it might take us a minute to get there. And welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Bella, and I enjoy playing a variety of video games, especially Lord of the Rings Online, but also New World, Broken Ranks. I'm kind of enjoying Lost Ark so far, and No Place Like Home. So if you enjoy such content, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon for all notifications. Sorry, kitty. And, yeah, leave a comment. Say hi. All right. Let's go over here. We got some dwarf iron. Hello, Miss Deer. Aw, you're cute. You're also walking right through me. You know that, right? Alright, so I guess we're supposed to be going over here somewhere. It's very, very foggy here. Oh, we have a quest here. Well, look here, my very favorite runekeeper. Your timing is most fortuitous, once again. Another one of those wretched spirits is pestering good folks like ourselves. I stepped off the road for barely an instant, and it swept toward me most frightfully. I was just regrouping and getting prepared to send it packing, but now that you're here, well, youth before beauty, we would be much obliged if you could see to its defeat. And of course, go to sleep, kitty. Now we have another quest. Because of course we do. So, I guess maybe the ghostly roads go ever on. Huh. Okay. It's around here somewhere. I guess I should take care of this first, since the next quest I have to do seems to be down a little ways. And some more dwarf iron. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We've got a lot of crafting maintenance to do. Maybe at some point I'll actually do it. Look for the ghostly figure. Okay. The ground has been disturbed here. Okay. Ghostly figure. Oh, look, it's a brigand. A man pretending to be a ghost? What was he hiding? Search the rocky... What? Search the rocky outcrop. Okay. What rocky out... Is that it? Yes, kitty. Oh, I guess the rocky outcrop is that way. Oh, goody. I go crack. Okay. Fallen sack. A campsite. A tin of chalky white paint. Good for pretending to be a ghost. Okay. Alright. What else am I supposed to be finding? Because I've already done this sack. Don't tell me this is a broken quest. Oh, come on. What's going on with this chat? With this quest? I've already looked at this sack 3 times. And it keeps leading me back to the sack. And it keeps saying the same thing. A tin of chalky white paint. Search the rocky outcrop. Okay. That's the only place I can search. Right here. Huh. Okay. A path leads deeper into the rocks. Oh. What's that? A relic snatcher? Are there brigands here? There are. Oh, we found all the relic hunters, huh? Follow the path. Okay. Thieves and grave robbers. Ah, now I have to defeat, of course, relic hunters, relic snatchers. Of course, the ones I just killed don't count. Because, of course, they don't. Alright. Come here, boys. And you can just stay out of the way, too. There's a captain somewhere. There he is. Now, where are you shooting me from? Oh, shoot. Maybe I should heal. That would probably be a really good idea. Right? Alright. Now. Up, relic snatcher. Relic hunter. Relic snatcher. Alright. And we need you. Okay. Nope. Come here. Return to the elderly couple. Okay. Completed Beast Slayer of the Angle. Alright, let's get on our horse. When we finish dealing with these tomb robbers. Woohoo! Oh, there's kitty cats everywhere around here. You return. Is the ghost defeated? You tell them about the relic hunters. So the cur was trying to scare people away from where they were digging by pretending to be a ghost. Well, he certainly fooled me. Yeah, my thanks, friend. I would have seen to it myself if I were a few decades younger. We are grateful to you. We haven't much, but please take this for your trouble. We will be on our way to Tornhead once more, all thanks to you.
Might I take a moment of your time?
You have done so much for us, but I wonder if you could spare the time for another task. Tornhead is not far away, but with Waltney jumping at every shadow he thinks might be a shade, our going will still be delayed. If you happen to find your way to the town, please tell our son, Waltney Jr. Know that we are very nearly there. I would not want him to worry. Really? All right, Kitty. You were very rude. I was talking to the nice lady. Go to sleep. All right, now let's go back to what we were doing, which is this one here. All right. Well, that was fun. We'll do a little jumpy jump down here. Wow, I'm kind of rather amazed that I didn't break on the way down. Which way are we headed? Down or up? I have no idea. Oh, breaker. Woohoo. Am I following the right quest even? I'm not even sure. Alright. Back on my horse. That'd be funny if I was following the wrong quest. Oh, excuse me. Rude much. Prestadir waits patiently for you to arrive. Whereas Prestadir can't even be bothered to help me out. Thank you for coming. The Dunedain have long protected folk who dwell on the edge of the wilderness, but we could not do so if our hearts were troubled. Our own families reside within the angle, and if we are certain they live in safety, the obligation we have sworn is more readily performed. So it is that the Dunedain conduct patrols, such as these on the outskirts of Mathythel, and on the approaches to Tornhead. In time of danger, the village can be evacuated, and we move our family to a number of caves in the outlying hills. It has happened more and more often in recent years, an unwelcome change every time, but necessary. It is a cause of sadness for the old-timers, and a pleasing lark for the children, but for me it justifies our caution. What say you? Will you patrol these ruins with me? Okay, so I guess we're going to go patrol Prestadir. I am not as well versed in the history of this land as some of my folk, but I know enough to share some of it with you. 7 centuries into the Second Age, the great elf-smith Celebrimbor journeyed from London to dwell in the Holly Forest at the foot of the Misty Mountains. That realm came to be known as Eregion, and it was the birthplace of many great works and treasures of craft. The heart of Celebrimbor's reign lay to the south of the Loudwater, but the elves drove out the trolls and hostile I'm not even going to pronounce that, Amonadane in between, constructing outposts in the wooded hills on the border marches. The chief of these was the stronghold Etheldir, built to watch the crossings of Horwell and to keep open the road to Linden. The governor of the keep was given to Oranorel, a Noldor companion of Celebrimbor. She had served as captain in the war against Morgoth, and was renowned for both her loyalty and her ferocity. So we're getting something is either lore or lore-like. Whoever wrote this is attempting to match it with the lore of the Tolkien's world. This place has seen better days and worse. Yeah, it's looking a little rough. I will not lie. Revadron lived here with Etheldir when he was young, but his people have not resided in Etheldir for many centuries. It is home now only to orcs and brigands and beasts. So that's why Revadron has been drawn here, because he used to live here. Drop your coins on the ground and you might leave with your lives. Huh. How about you get bent? I offer you the same choice, but keep your coins. We want them not. Okay. Where are you coming from? Oh, over there. And more over here. This is the last of them. I would not have begrudged them the shelter if they came by it honestly, and turned not to robbery, but alas, it was not so. Prestadir gazes up at the sky, peering into the unknowable heights. It looks like rain, he says, and then returns his gaze to earth. I need not tell you about the war of the elves and Sauron, in which the Dark Lord sought mastery over the works of Eregion. Celebrimbor perceived the designs of Sauron, but there was little time to prepare for the destruction that awaited your people there. The story of that war is a sad one. The defenses of Eregion were overrun. Celebrimbor was captured and slain. Elrond fled with the survivors of Eregion and established a hidden haven in the mountains. That was Imladris, as you know. Orenoril took charge of the remaining soldiers following the death of Celebrimbor. Only her great skill of command kept the defeat from becoming an inescapable bloodbath, and she ordered her people to retreat. At the Holland Ridge, she watched with horror as Sauron's forces marched behind the ghastly banner they had made of the once proud elfsmith. Knowing a similar fate awaited her if she was caught, Orenoril devised a scheme to save what of her people she could. She chose a small force from her own household and tricked Sauron's army into pursuing them. On a grim chase, she led them across the Brunin into the Angle, while the bulk of her kindred escaped by secret paths into the mountains and then to Elrond's young refuge. Revadron was one of these, and he never forgot his last sight of Orenorril's company disappearing over the ridge, pursued by Sauron's foot soldiers. I mean, I don't know if this is a part of the lore, but it actually sounds quite plausible. Through here. Watch your steps. The churning waters of the Horhill rush by far below. Ah, here comes the rain. I thought so. Orenorril's company evaded the amiss of the Dark Lord until they reached Etheldir, but when they arrived below the stronghold, they found the crossing of the Horwell already held against them. A brief siege followed, but the orcs far outnumbered the few elves that remained. The gates were broken and the keep razed. One by one, the companions of Orenil perished until only she and 3 others remained. Together they performed one last act of defiance, fighting their way through the throng to Celebrimbor's body and prizing it from the clutches of the orcs. With her last dying strength, Orenoril, now the last living elf in Elthadir, took up the smith's corpse and leapt from the precipice into the foaming waters of the Horwell. And so even in his victory, Sauron was robbed of his trophies, and his anger was without match. Furious that many of the Noldor had eluded him, and unable to find where they had fled, Sauron invaded Eriador from the angle, intending to crush the realm of Lindon. Instead, he found the men of Numenor waiting for him, for they had answered the call of Gil-galad, and the combined forces of elves and men broke Sauron's strength. From whence came the final blow? Why, it came from Elrond and the folk of Imladris, for when their strength was recovered, they returned with a fire in their hearts, and Sauron could not stand against them. Defeated, it was his turn to flee to Mordor. He escaped. Well, wow. After the war, the elves searched both the Horwell and the Grey Flood for remains of Orneril or Celebrimbor, but they found no sign of either. This precipice became a place of pilgrimage for many of the Noldor, particularly for those whose flight to Rivendell she had bought with her life. Rabadron was one of these, and I know it is not easy for him to walk today in the angle, with such memories as these still fresh in his mind. Eregion remained desolate after the war of the elves and Sauron, its shattered halls crumbling with the passage of years, becoming overgrown with grass and vine, but the stones remember what transpired, and so do those who were there. This is why I do not gainsay Rabadron, his choice to leave Middle-earth. If that is the peace he desires, I want him to have it. Well, that was pretty sad. I thank you again for hearing me out. I cannot begin to understand the burden that Rabadron must feel when he walks in this land. I want him to depart these shores and find the peace his heart deserves. I hope you feel the same, and will help him accomplish it. Let us return to Tornhad. Okay. Whoever crafted this instance did an excellent job. And like I said, I don't know if every elf in this story is lore or not, but they stayed close enough to the lore of the War in Eregion that it seems quite plausible. So yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good indeed. Made me want to cry a little. I mean, I remember Sauron killed Celebrimbor. And I remember that he used his body as a trophy, but I forgot it was in the form of a banner for his troops, which is pretty, yeah, that's kind of disgusting. But then Sauron was a cruel master. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Just follow the road, and you will get there. And we have returned to Tornhead. Now, who all do we have to talk to? Because we have to talk to several people here. We'll do that one in a minute. We'll clear up some other. And there's Waltney. Excuse me.
How can I be of service?
Well met. Yes, I am Waltney Maythorn III. I go by Thorn, however. You tell him of his parents' impending arrival. What? My parents are coming here? Today? Those old fools. I told them to stay in Bree where it was safe. Oh, dear. This is terrible. I must excuse myself. My home is nowhere near ready to accommodate those two nitpickers. If my mother were to arrive and see my whole ridden socks hanging by the fire, I should never hear the end of it. I thank you for helping them cross the angle. What a nightmare this is. Say, would you be up for assisting me? I must rush off to my house and do what cleaning I may, and my larder is emptier than if I had hobbit guests. If you were to hunt a bit for me and bring back some boar meat, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so he wants me to go hunt for him. Let's see. Let's go talk to Rabadron first. Just make sure there's nothing he needs me to do. Just when you think you're done, right?
What do you need?
Welcome back. While you and Prestadir were gone, I received assurances from the others of his folk that they will keep out a watchful eye for the staghorns while I'm gone, so that is all right. What did you and he speak about while you were away?
Statements.
I see. Yes, Prestadir spoke true. This land holds many unhappy memories for me. It was many years before I walked these hills again, and my friends among the stores erased those hurts somewhat, but they did not long stay here. When they departed, I did too, and wished not to return. Only the wish of Elrond or his sons could bring me back to Mathithel, and so it was. I found no sign of the Black Riders they sought, but I did befriend Madoc and Glennis, and that friendship was a bright memory, unlike those I have of Sauron's war upon the elves. I hope I have not damaged its foundation. But that has given me an idea. The Staghorns have lived in the Angle for most of their years, but they have not the long lives of the Eldar. This has always been a kind of beauty for them, unmarred by the memory of war. I will give to them a gift, a painted landscape of Mathithel, and that will repair the hurts done by our quarrel. I have not forgotten the lessons of Wynne, the painterly store I once knew in Glenafon. Natural materials found. We will fashion the pigments I need from natural materials found throughout Mathithel, and so will the painting be made of the landscape it represents. This is going to work. Can I ask you to help me collect the soft stones I will need to make these paints. You will find them alongside river banks throughout the angle. I will meet you outside Telgarth when we have enough, for I believe from that high place I will find a vista worth painting. So I need to find red, gray, and yellow pigment stones. And where is this quest at? Right, what's that one? Chance encounter. Arrival and beauty of the land. So beauty of the land will cut into where I need to go for hunting boar, but there is still a quest in here. Let's see how much time I have left. Okay, so I have a little bit of time left. And this quest here is going to drive me nuts unless I do it. So let's go ahead and try to find that one real quick. Alright, so we'll follow the road. Alright, so whatever the quest is, it is up somewhere. Ancient iron, I'll take that. No way I'm turning down that tier, because it is the next tier of metal I need to work with. At least for the prospecting end. Too bad it wasn't ancient silver, but you know what? Let's not be too picky. Completed sights of the angle. Do I have, yeah, I have things chasing me. Of course I do. Alright. And this is Cariad. Stay your hand. I mean no harm. I saw what you did earlier at that campsite. You defeated the spy faster than I could get there. But you're no ranger of the north. What purpose do you have in the angle? You tell the stranger about how you're investigating the presence of unsavory folk in the angle. Indeed. Then I believe we may share a common good. I am Cariad. I'll spare you the details, but I've spotted numerous Craven spies belonging to the White Hand in the wilderness northeast of here. Why don't you help me defeat a few of them? I promise I'll answer your questions afterwards. Oh, I'm no fool. I don't quite trust you yet. Consider it a wager. So, this guy here, this gentleman, is a Dunlender. What he's doing so far from Dunland, I don't know. But not all Dunlenders were beholden to Saruman. I'm just saying. Some of them actually just wanted to live their life and be left alone by Saruman, by men, by, well, by elves, and particularly by Rohirrim. That's the first. I thought I killed a couple. I guess they weren't Craven spies. Oh, there's another one down there. Okay. We're gonna run around killing... Ah, okay, so this is a Darkwing spy, which does not count. I specifically need Craven spies. While I'm here, can I get any of the stone I need? Nope, nowhere near. Oh, well. Do you mind? Wasn't after you. Go away. Okay. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that they've given us quite a number of things to do here in the angle. I thought maybe a day or two and I would be done with everything, but this is what, the 4th or 5th video, and we're still not done yet. Oh, there's a Craven spy over there. Ah, now we're finding more of them. That's not a Craven at all. That's a kitty cat. That's a kitty cat too. That's a Darkwing spy. Alright. Back this way. See if we could go up. Oh. Oh, look, we even found a relic hunter in here. Okay. Okay. Go to sleep, kitties. Alright. I think we have done everything he wants us to do. At least we have killed the requisite number of Carbane. And he's still here. You have not moved. Well done. You deserve some of the truth now. That campsite that you investigated was ours. My clan has avoided Saruman's spies thus far, but they know we must be close. If the Rangers have also noticed our activity, then someone will find us eventually. I'd like for this to happen on my people's terms. Am I right to assume the Rangers consider you a friend? Perhaps you could help me then. We'd stand a better chance against Saruman with the Rangers' help. I am hesitant to approach them alone, but with you, the mad plan of Myra might be feasible. I should introduce you to Erlis. She has led our people out of Dunland with her wisdom and cunning. No doubt she will have her own thoughts about this. An audience with the Kuan Luth. Come, let's go inside. And just as a warning, it says this is a solo instance and cannot be completed with a fellowship. I'm sorry you had to disarm before entering. My people don't trust you, and if I'm being honest, you'll have to prove yourself to me a bit more before I can fully trust you. I hope you understand. Don't worry, no harm will come to you as long as you don't do anything rash. You have my word. Devodiad, if it weren't for Karad's request, I would not be meeting with you. Why have you come? A ranger asked for them to investigate unsavory folk from the south. Ah, yes, the one who ignored our warnings and received an arrow for his troubles. What did he mean by unsavory folk, Saruman's spies or us? Would he bother telling us apart? I understand, but I watched Medriel defeat several Crevane, so now you expect this friend to help us too. This is folly. The Rangers won't give up their resources, especially during war. Need I remind you that their ancestors stole this land from us? Eris, there's a woman watching the cave entrance. We don't recognize her. Then she's a spy. Devodiad, why don't you try defeating her? Don't worry. You'll get your weapons back. Okay. Confront the spy outside. Alright, what are we looking for? I hunt the Kuon Loth, not you. Leave now. I gave you a chance. Oh, she's a tough one, huh? Excuse me. I surrender, please. I don't want to die. That's a rather glaring flaw for a spy of Saruman, don't you think? I didn't have much of a choice to begin with. Do you really wish to be a pawn for someone so uncaring of your survival? No. Then you won't die by my hand today. Do others know of our location? I was the only one, but I kept written reports in Telgarth. Cariad, find and destroy those reports. Yes, but will you not reconsider asking the Rangers' aid? I refuse to beg. You, Devodiad, leave my people be. Why can Erlis not see the odds are stacked against us? Her stubbornness will be the death of her one day. Forgive me, that was an ugly thing to say. She wants the best for us, but she can be rather short-sighted during the worst of times. No matter. There are more important things to attend for now. Well, that was actually an interesting instance, and we are meeting some of the Dunlenders who are not on the side of Saruman. So next time, we'll continue our quest with Cariad here, and also help our friend find the stones he needs for paints, and the young man stock his pantry before his mother arrives. But until then, bye for now.